Hey guys, so third time lucky. Right, I'm going to try and teach you guys how to read reports. So if you see this little button down here on the right, that's where you'll find your report. Now you've got 5 tabs that will tell you what kind of report it is. So you've got your war, your alliance, which is anything to do with your alliance. System is if you purchase packs or things, it'll tell you. Reports are, this is usually for beasts, polar terrors, etc. And then anything, if you've saved from here, you can star. That will appear here, see? So, right, on to how to read the actual report. Up here on the left is coordinates, and if you click it, it takes you, so the battle happened here, so it was a banner that we just destroyed, but that was a banner here that I went and destroyed. Okay, and then when you come back on, you will see that there's 2 swords crossing. That means I was the aggressor. I was the person who attacked. Here are my coordinates when I attacked. There I am. And then, sorry, let me go back. And then there are his coordinates. The person who was attacked. If you are the person defending, if you're the one that's getting attacked, you'll have this little shield on your picture. So if you were the one, it obviously will be swapped over. So you would have the shield, they would have the attacker. And then obviously this is self-explanatory. If it says victory, you won. Even if you were defending, you won. If it says defeat, you lost that battle. And then you can kind of read the report to figure out why you lost. So the middle bit here is kind of self-explanatory. We have troops. I sent obviously 41k. He only had 800 in there. So I won that. Then we have my heroes that I sent in my attack with their hero gear. And then his heroes that were in there with no gear. This tells you how powerful kind of my troops were. So I had 41k of troops. You can see how many of each troop that I sent, how many of he had in there. So obviously I overpowered him considerably. And these are your stats. These are very important, and I should say they are the most important. You need to work on your research tech in your city. So this is how you would get your stats up to like this. Your research is kind of the heart of your entire gameplay, really. It opens up everything, and I'll show you my research. So as you can see, I've focused quite heavily on battle because I know how important my stats are. So all of these add, you see these numbers, they add those to your stats. So that is what helps you be victorious in battle. You need to take time and read what these things do. So this one was training capacity. So I wanted to be able to train more troops when I was training them. Command tactics is important. That will give you an extra march queue. So if you can get down to command tactics 3, you should have about 5 marches. This is also important, but I've obviously been focusing heavily on battle. But this is for your gathering. The more you kind of get, the more you can gather, and quicker. But yeah, so that's it really.